Hello everyone, welcome to Home Cooking with me Hema Subramanian. Christmas is round the corner and many of us celebrate with cakes and sweet treats. Today I'm going to share two wonderful chocolate recipes that everybody will absolutely love and enjoy. Let's start by making these nutty, rich and chocolatey eggless brownies. First I'm going to melt the butter and chocolate together. For this, we're going to use a double boiler. To a saucepan, pour enough water. So once the water is hot, I've just placed a glass bowl. To this I'm adding 1 cup of dark cooking chocolate. This is about 200 grams. I've just cut it into small pieces. Next I'm adding half cup of unsalted softened butter. So we're just going to melt the butter and chocolate using this double boiler. Now if you don't have a glass bowl like this, you can use a steel bowl or whatever you have at home to melt the butter and chocolate. So you can see this has got this beautiful creamy texture. Turn off the stove, remove the bowl from the hot water and keep it aside. To the sieve, add 3/4 cup of maida, that is all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt. When the chocolate is still hot, add 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla essence. Mix the sugar along with the chocolate. So I'm adding white granulated sugar. If you want, you can also add brown sugar. To this, I'm adding 3/4 cup of hung curd. You can also use cream cheese. If you don't have cream cheese, you can use hung curd. Just mix everything well. So I'm just going to quickly use a whisk so it's all well combined. Since we are making the eggless version of this brownie, I'm using this curd. So if you're using eggs, you can add about 2 eggs. So now add the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients and mix everything well till it's all well combined. You can see how the flour is instantly mixed with the chocolate mixture. So our brownie batter is almost ready. Just make sure the mixture is all well combined. If you think the whisk will be better, you can just use the whisk to make sure it's all nicely mixed up. So the brownie batter has to be a bit thick like this. It should not be too runny. So make sure you follow the measurements correctly to get this consistency. So after mixing, let this sit for about 5 minutes and your brownie batter is ready. So I've lined an 8 by 8 inch square cake tin with butter paper. Now gradually transfer the brownie batter into the cake tin. Just spread the batter evenly into the tin. Just make sure it's even on all sides. So I'm just topping it with a few chocolate chips. So if you want to mix these chocolate chips inside the brownie batter, you can do that as well. That's up to you. I'm also adding a few chopped walnuts. So it'll give a nice crunch to the brownie. Now you can also use chopped almonds or cashew nuts if you have those. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees for 15 minutes. And I'm going to bake this for 30 minutes at 180 degrees centigrade. After 30 minutes, you can see the brownie is baked beautifully. Let it cool down completely before you remove from the tin. Once the brownie is cooled down completely, you can cut it into pieces and enjoy it immediately. Now this is a really simple and easy to make sweet treat that you can make very quickly, and you can actually store it in a nice airtight box for up to 3 to 4 days. You can enjoy these delicious and rich chocolate brownies as is, or with a nice scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. These are perfect for any occasion and kids will absolutely love this. Those eggless chocolate brownies look amazing. Well, for all the chocolate lovers, here's another nutty, fudgy chocolate delight that's coming your way. For this, I've taken half cup of cashew nuts to a pan, half cup of almonds, that is badam, and 1/4 cup of pistachios. Now you can use any nuts you like. You can use pecans, macadamia nuts, walnuts. So you can also toast these nuts by putting them on a tray, and you can toast them in the oven. So the choice is yours. So I'm just toasting these on a pan over the stove top. The nuts are toasted nicely. Remove them from the pan and cool it completely. So I'm just going to roughly chop the toasted nuts. So I've chopped the nuts, keep them aside. So we're going to melt the chocolate using a double boiler. Now instead of a double boiler, I'm just using a regular saucepan. Pour enough water, let the water heat up. So the water is nice and hot. So reduce the flame to a nice low. I'm just keeping a glass bowl. You can also use a steel bowl to do this. For this recipe, I'm using about 450 grams of dark chocolate gallets. Now if you can't find these, don't worry about it. You can use any dark cooking chocolate that's available for you. To this, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of softened unsalted butter. Next, add 350 grams of condensed milk. This is sweetened condensed milk. So this is the best way to melt the chocolate. You don't want to directly keep it over the flame. So you can see how gradually and beautifully the chocolate is melting along with the butter and the condensed milk. So this is about 56% of cocoa. This is a very good quality bittersweet chocolate. So you can see the chocolate is melted completely and the mixture is thickened. I'm going to remove it. Next, add the roasted chopped nuts. I'm adding a few raisins. So you can add cranberries, you can add the dark currants, you can add cherries if you like. Just mix the nuts and raisins nicely into the chocolate mixture. Make sure it's all well combined. So if you want to chop the nuts a bit smaller, you can do that as well. I like them a nice bite size, I like them a little big, so I've chopped them a little bigger. So you can also make this fudge without any dry fruits or nuts and make it plain. It's up to you. Adding the nuts will give a lovely crunch to the fudge. So now I'm going to set the fudge in the tray. For the fudge, I'm going to grease an 8-inch tin. Just grease the base. Just grease it with a little butter or oil. It's up to you. I'm going to line the cake tin with foil paper. You can also use butter paper or parchment paper to line the tin. So lining the cake tin like this will be easy because once the fudge sets in, it will be easy to remove from the tin. Spread out the chocolate nut mixture evenly in the tin. And cool it till it comes to room temperature. Once it comes to room temperature, close the tin with another foil paper and let it sit for about 3 to 4 hours. So if you feel the fudge is too soft, you can refrigerate it for about an hour to make it a little more firm before you cut into pieces. Now you can see the chocolate nut fudge is set beautifully. It's nice and firm. Remove it from the cake tin. Remove the foil paper and you can cut into pieces and serve it immediately. If you want to store the chocolate fudge for a longer time, put it in an airtight container and you can refrigerate it for about 10 to 15 days. This nutty chocolate fudge is top-notch. Celebrate the joy of Christmas by sharing these sweet treats with your family and friends. Check out the product tags below if you'd like to shop the items I use in this video. For the detailed recipe, go to our HomeCookingShow.in website. The second edition of the home cooking book is now available on Amazon as well as on shop.homecookingshow.in.